Welcome back. Retail Therapy. Day late, not $1 short. My name's Will DeFries. With me today, Barrett Dudley. How you doing, Barrett?
We're doing great. You know, it's just well timed. Honestly, it's totally intentional and with great purpose that we waited till Monday. And there, you know, so that we were able to cover all of Wimbledon.
Obviously,
right? You know,
obviously,
typically we would be recording before even the semifinals, and then it would be a week late. That's no good.
No. Fashionably late is perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Catch us popping champagne mid-serve.
I loved that.
You know?
I loved that.
Sipping on a Pimm's cup.
Apparently that happens more often than not. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I wasn't totally dialed in. We can't start with Wimbledon right now. I got too much on it later.
Okay, all right.
Did you watch it all? Or did you watch the men's final in
yeah, I watched a bunch of the men's final. I watched a little bit of the women's final as well.
I turned on the women's final thinking I was dipping in like halfway through.
Yes.
And I literally turned it on during match point.
Honestly, that's basically what happened to me as well. I think I actually don't even think I saw a point. I think I mostly just saw the American in tears and then the presentation of the trophies. But we can get to all that. We can get to all that. But that's why we are fashionably late here on a Monday afternoon.
I guess. I think it was more my fault.
Yeah, no.
I took an extra day. I'm sorry. I was supposed to return home on Thursday night. I returned home on Friday evening.
Classic vacation Will behavior.
It is. You know? I wish I would have returned on Thursday at this point because we had a broken air conditioner as we walked into our house. About 90 degrees in there. Not always what you want when you get back from a little trip.
No. Especially
when you got two kids that need to go to bed. So we got that all sorted out though. It's okay.
Well, it's like I always say, I need a vacation from the vacation. Am I right?
I wish there was a day between Sunday and Monday.
Oh, man.
You sleeping at all?
I'm sleeping a little bit.
Okay.
You know, it's just a mess. It's a real mess out there for the parents and newborns. I feel for everybody.
I enjoyed a listener comment that said hearing Barrett crash out about fatherhood, just me nodding along silently. It's like, yeah.
They've got no circadian rhythm for so long.
What's their problem?
So you're really just like, I mean, I know people that have tried to do schedules for their 5, 6, 7 week old. Maybe successfully, but it really just boils down to what type of sleeper you have, what type of temperament your baby has. And I mean, we're just flying by the seat of our pants at this point. Like she's the queen in the castle and she is dictating the schedule. And it's not one that really bodes well for any type of, adult sleep, especially when one of us has to be up to do work stuff.
Is she getting any fits off yet?
No fits. Okay. No fits. And I feel I'm glad about that. I'm glad that we didn't invest too heavily into mad crazy 0 to 3 onesies. She's just rotating through the same newborn size ones that she's got 6 or 7 of them, 4 pairs of PJs.
Well, just
three snoo sacks, and that's all she needs. That's all this girl needs.
For me, it all just came down to what's the easiest to change in and out of, so that if we got to change a diaper, I can just it's the whatever one is the easiest. That's what I'm going to take off the top of the laundry pile first.
Yeah. But no, she's just maybe just a little bit above 8 pounds now, which is the average newborn size apparently. So she's she's a small fry.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just still rocking the onesies and nothing crazy, nothing fancy yet.
No Bodhi stuff yet.
No baby Bodhi. Baby Bodhi would not fit her yet. So I'm glad I pumped the brakes on that. I'll take a look. I'll take a look at the selection when something might actually fit her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's great having 2 because now I just buy the large size for my older and know that it'll trickle down eventually.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
Yep. The shoes all look totally thrashed, but hey, sorry.
That's what you get.
As a product of hand-me-downs myself, we've received some light criticism in the past about overconsumption vibes on the podcast.
Right.
Don't talk to me about that. I'm under-consuming.
Yeah.
I'm handing down constantly.
That's it's very green of you, very eco-friendly.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. Well, Barrett, on my trip, I packed a pair of sneakers.
Yes.
And 5 pairs of socks.
Okay.
I did not wear a pair of socks one time on the entire trip, nor did I wear my sneakers, obviously, because I didn't wear socks. So I will no longer be saying, based on our listener questions last week, that my Nike Tom Sacks are the go-to shoe.
Okay.
Because I didn't wear them once.
You wore the boat shoe
constantly.
All day, every day?
Constantly.
Are they getting a fratalicious smell to them after 6 straight days of wear?
I don't know what's going on in my life, but I don't really have too smelly of feet anymore.
Did you get foot Botox you were talking about?
I should. It's a good idea. No, I don't know what's going on, but like that really hasn't been an issue for me. Whereas during my teenage years, it was like, what's going on here? I mean, I guess your body's just going through changes anyway, but I feel like I'm blessed lately with this.
I'm going through changes.
It's beautiful.
Little big mouth.
Yeah. Randy knows what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's up.
No. You got to check out Big Mouth, man.
Sorry, dude. I'm on my clips shit right now.
Fritz would probably totally be into Big Mouth now,
okay.
You know?
He wouldn't understand what's going on, but he liked the cartoon aspect of it all.
I mean, we talked fish last time, but my son Fritz is into goose right now. So you got to be careful. He's going to get some criticism from the fish fans.
You got to start him early on the jam band front.
Well, it's great because they have a song called Animal, and it goes, you're an animal. It's phenomenal. The monkeys, they work their abdominals. Limb to limb, tree to tree, get up and move your body.
Yeah.
There's no better song to teach a 4-year-old than that. Like he's super into the content.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It all rhymes very well.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals.
He's not allowed to listen to that one, Randy.
Yeah, don't let your kids watch Big Mouth. There's a lot of nudity.
A lot of nudity?
Yeah.
Is there?
Oh, yeah. There's the monster literally has pet penises.
From the hormone monsters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I know what this show is now.
Yeah. It's good. It's funny.
Okay. Any shows you're into right now? Mr. OCC?
I've been crushing through the Gilded Age. We're watching The Bear on Oysters, Clams, and Cockles.
I haven't started The Bear yet.
I like this season. I'm 8 episodes in. I've got 2 more to watch.
How many episodes are there?
10.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, we're covering episodes 7 and 8 this week, and 9, 10 next week. And I like it so far. It's been a good ride. It got renewed for season 5, so it was
always going to get renewed for season 5.
I thought season 4 was supposed to be the last season.
I think this rests more on the cast than it does on.
Oh, well, I guess
anything.
so.
It's a matter of if Carm wants to continue,
right? But now I feel like knowing that they are. Now I know they're just going to renew for as many seasons as the cast wants to do, basically, or as the creator wants to do. This is a hangout show now. Yeah. This is like we're just hanging out with our friends at this point.
True.
So I'm hopeful that leads to good things. But Gilded Age, The Bear. I am checking out Bachelor in Paradise. I watched the first episode last week, and I will be tuning again tonight or tomorrow. They have completely ripped off the vibes from Love Island and Too Hot to Handle.
You have to.
It's a complete format switch, not a complete format switch. The big thing that we're excited to see tonight is, do they keep the cringy 80s, 90s sitcom intro style? Because that's a piece of the kitsch that I feel like they have to hold on to.
It's great.
You know that's a great bit. They can't let that go, but I'm not sure if we can expect it tonight, because the first episode was chock full of like generic stock tropical house music.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So my mom knew one of the guys that was on Golden Bachelorette, and I heard that they're having the old guys on Bachelor in Paradise this
they are bringing in some golden bachelors and bachelorettes.
So have they done it yet? Or
No.
Okay. I would like to.
There's a double feature tonight, which is Monday, and tomorrow night, Tuesday. I know this because Sunday Scaries has a little ad deal.
Ooh.
I have not watched a Bachelor or Bachelorette season in a long time, but I have watched Bachelor in Paradise in recent memory.
Same.
And I do intend to dive in to this season. I just haven't been watching much TV since I was out of town.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You should check it out just to see how like the format switch up that they did.
Yeah, I'm excited
because I'm concerned for their production team, because it feels like everybody got fired and they just hired a whole new production team.
Find you a reality show that adapts.
Because it is very, very different. Very different. The vibes are different. They switched the location. They are now at a resort. People get their own rooms. There's air conditioning. They are not all sweating bullets in
That's
the
the thing.
in
They
the
all look-
hammocks of Costa Rica.
They can't leave it either, and they only have to communicate through text. And it's love and blind, pretty much.
They looked
did
miserable in some of
everything.
the old seasons with
They
just
really did, but
bugs
that-
and heat.
but that was
it
kinda
looked
fun.
so hot.
That was kind of fun. It's like, yeah, these people they can only talk to each other. They've got no access to anything else, and they're also kind of miserable. It's just right for the
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pressure cooker.
Yeah. It makes you act out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how the old people are going to interact.
So apparently everybody was advised to essentially stay in your dating pool. But then of course there's going to be some hijinks that happen because
Of course.
right, so we'll see. But I don't think it's going to be like one of the 25-year-olds is suddenly dating a 60-year-old. I don't expect that.
Maybe they'll go on a wild double date with an older couple, it's an actual beach resort. And,
Yeah, I could see that. And I think one of the wrinkles that's going to happen is I think they're going to introduce a money thing. I think some money's coming down the pipe.
Was that a pun?
I don't know any spoilers, so I can't help here as much as I'd like to. I only have access to episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
You want some early access? No, we signed an NDA. We signed an NDA.
Nice try.
Me and Brett.
Oh, okay.
Well, Brett probably forged my signature.
Yeah.
So I can act out.
Yeah. So that's what I got going on in TV world.
Retailpod.substack.com. I sent out links to everything that we talked about, or most things that we talked about during our listener questions episode last week. If you have any further questions about things or you need clarification or whatever, hit us up. We will definitely get back to you about that. But retailpod.substack.com for all your newsletter needs. Go subscribe at youtube.com/Sunday Scaries podcast and go follow us, retail.pod on Instagram. Before we get into the meat of today's episode, let's hear from our friends over at Aura Frames. I think we all know someone who loves taking photos, but their hundreds of pictures are just wasting away on their phone. Their phone might as well be in Margaritaville.
Nice.
Thank you. Start putting them to good use with a unique, stylish digital picture frame from Aura Frames. It was named the #1 digital picture frame by Wirecutter, and for good reason. It's so easy to set up. And they have different frame options as well. Got a text from my mom the other day after sending her some photos of my kids, and she said, please update the Aura frame. So last night I dropped about 40 new ones on her and immediately got a text that said, thank you so much. It's the perfect gift. Like, my mom loves looking at it. My mom likes it so much that I actually need to help her with this. She's just been taking screenshots of people's Instagram stories and then uploading them to the Aura frame so you can see the stuff at the top. And I'm like, mom, this is not how it's done. I got to teach you how to crop on your iPhone. But seriously, it's really great. It's easy to set up. It's easy to do. I currently have access to 3 different Aura frames within my app. It's so easy. Go make it happen. The best part is that it comes with unlimited storage. All you need is a free Aura app and a Wi-Fi connection, and you can upload as many photos and videos as you want year-round. Aura has a great deal. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $30 off of their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's auraframes.com. Promo code Aura20. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions do apply.
Will, what if I told you had an Aura frame literally 3 feet away from you right now?
Oh, yeah, I do. Got one right here.
Is that the Carter matte? Is that the matte?
I believe so.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Obviously, it's their best-selling Carver matte
Very-
frame. Come on.
Very sharp. Very sharp.
Where do you want to start today, Barrett?
Take me through your Bruv Summer, and then we can get to the real steak and potatoes.
I liked Brat Summer. Hand
Yeah,
up. I
yeah.
loved it, actually. I was listening to Apple. I was going 360, 365.
Who didn't like Brad Summer?
Everyone liked Brat Summer.
Yeah,
Brat
yeah,
Summer
come
was
on.
awesome. Unfortunately for Charlie XCX,
Yeah.
it's Bruv Summer. Have you been watching all these Oasis videos that have been coming out?
I haven't. They're not hitting my algo.
I got to get your algo right.
Yeah. No, I mean, I already declared it on our spring, summer in out that this was white boys, or not white boy summer, but pop boy summer.
Pop Boy Summer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I feel like we can just.
They kicked off their world tour.
This is the same as Bruv Summer. We can throw Oasis into the pop bucket, can't we?
yeah, sure. I don't think Liam would like that, but we can.
Wonderwall is a pop hit, man. I'm sorry to tell him.
It was on 106.7.
Yeah.
The peak. They started off the tour in Cardiff. They made their way to their hometown of Manchester. And I have to say that the Manchester concert looked like the most feel-good time that you could possibly have.
Yeah.
Beautiful summer night, vibes through the roof. You had Manchester City's manager Pep Guardiola in the crowd. You had them doing bits the entire time.
What about your club's manager? Where was he?
They did say something about Pep Guardiola in the middle of the show, and everyone booed. Or not everyone. Sorry, it's probably a small contingent because they're such City fans.
Right.
I don't know where Ruben Amorim is. Hopefully he's got his head in the sand right now. We need help.
Can I? Speaking of Bruv Summer. Mm-hmm. What World Cup just happened?
The Club World Cup?
Very confusing out there to have Chelsea winning the World Cup.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's essentially a really fluffed up preseason tournament.
Okay.
So they called it the Club World Cup.
Did it happen in America? Because it did?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why Trump was
there?
Don't
feel like it was very well marketed to America though. Like I don't feel like
I had no idea this was happening.
As someone who watches a ton of soccer, I don't feel like it was like, get your tickets here. I don't feel like it was served to me like it should have been.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know the qualification process or anything like that because there were some teams that probably should have been in it. I'm not talking about Manchester United; they're trash. But there's some teams that should have been in it. But yeah, it was kind of weird. I was surprised by the amount of players that are like big name players that were willing to play in this tournament. I'm surprised that some of them weren't just like, no, I'm taking the summer off. But maybe they weren't. Who knows? I don't know how that all worked. But yeah, yesterday's match, the first half was actually really exciting. And then it was obviously hilarious at the end to see Donald Trump shoehorn himself into the celebrations with all the players just being like, why the hell are you here?
Yeah, I just had my wife like asking me questions from the couch. She was like, hey, why is Donald Trump giving out the World Cup trophy? And I was like, wait, what? What?
The fact that he stood on the stage while they celebrated is just like the most dickhead thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like, dude, just leave. Let these players have their moment. You couldn't name one player going like there right now. I really respect, back to our friends over at Oasis, I really respect the fact that Liam Gallagher has been showing up to these very warm shows, just essentially wearing rain jackets. And like he has to be sweating his balls off the entire time.
He's got to have an anorak on, man. Right? That's his look.
So Barrett has on the screen right now, Liam Gallagher wears the Twitter account that just archives all this. This is on the heels of the Fish account from last week. But I kind of appreciate that this is a thing.
Yeah.
There are people trying to figure out what sunglasses he's been rocking. I'm sure that all the anoraks that he's been wearing have just absolutely sold out.
Maybe. I mean, the UK is a rainy place.
True.
It's got more precipitation.
If you think that I'm not going to show up wearing an anorak day one of the first day of fall in November in Austin, you're crazy. Like you're crazy. I'm going full zip.
This account should just be called Liam Wears Anoraks, though. I mean, it's nothing but anoraks.
It's a lot. It's a lot of them. No, we got some Vans on there, some other stuff.
He's got some nudie jeans on? Nudie? Something?
I mean, his hairstyle is just out of control. Just
no Stony, though. I'm wearing my Stone Island today.
Are you? Oh, yeah, you are.
Little Stone Island Marina, actually.
Man, I can't believe how much Stone Island costs. Like, it's crazy to me how much their jackets are.
Yeah.
It's a real tough pill to swallow as someone who wants to appropriate bruv culture.
A lot of technology in those jackets.
Is there?
Yeah. They do a lot of R&D, a lot of fabric work.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. At least I've never actually tried one on. I've never had the pleasure. But I mean, I would do it.
Yeah. Well, maybe when you go to maybe you can pop tags when you head across the pond to see Oasis play.
I have been offered Oasis tickets for LA.
Yeah.
It is not falling at a good time for me.
Okay.
So I don't know if I can make it happen, but I have to say that it's owning a lot of real estate in my brain to try, especially after seeing all the videos that are coming out.
Yeah.
I just went through such a phase in high school for like 2 years where I listened to a ton of Oasis, and it's going to be hard to avoid when they come to the United States for their handful of shows here. And I don't know. I want to do it. I really do. Do you like Oasis?
I've got some time for Oasis, but I was never like a huge head.
Okay.
Okay.
I had someone recently tell me that they're like, why are they so popular right now? They've only had 2 hits. And I'm like, oh, sir. Oh, sir. Maybe over here.
Yeah. I was a fan of their 2 hits over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll enlighten you to some gas.
Champagne Supernova and Wonderwall, right? Those are the 2?
Those are the 2.
Yeah.
Nothing gets me going like hearing Liam Gallagher just goes, this is Acquiesce. And then he just launches into one of my faves.
Which is called Acquiesce.
Acquiesce, yeah. I appreciate that he announces a lot of songs before they actually perform them, or at least, I don't know about this tour, but he used to. Just because like, there's nothing worse than being at a concert and being like, what song is this? I don't know what this is.
Now, don't get me wrong. I would love to go to one of the Oasis concerts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's part of the zeitgeist. It's pop culture, baby.
Maybe it can be a first concert with a baby.
Maybe.
Seems like an actually pretty good one. I don't know how loud it is.
They got any lawn tickets? They got tickets on the lawn?
Doubtful. I think they're only playing stadiums.
Yeah, it's all stadiums. So.
Either GA parks or stadiums.
Yeah.
Can we look at this Adidas Clot? I don't know anything about Clot. Do you know anything about Clot?
South Korean brand, right?
I don't know.
I believe.
I mean, I know I'm not super hot on knit polos, and I don't know where you're landing this summer, but like the green color that they're using for this is absolutely gorgeous. I saw this shirt and immediately said to Sally that I really wish we had an international like summer trip planned so that I could justify trying to buy one of these, whether from retail or secondhand, and it's just not happening.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what we need to talk today? Crush boat shoes. I didn't have that on the rundown. But like, I would love to wear one of these. I would love to have an excuse to buy something. There's no buttons on it, so I think my chest hair would be absolutely like busting out right now.
Oh, this is the one for me right here.
I could see you rocking this, Barrett. I could easily see you rocking this.
Isn't that just what Doug wears?
Doug Funny?
Oh, and you got to get the matching shorts with the fringe.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle the fringe. It get all caught in my leg hair. I used to trim my chest hair much more than I do now. So I have like the most chest hair I've ever had in my life, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, the striped one here is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Clot has done this is a recurring collection with Adidas. They've also got Clot has some pretty famous Nike stuff, I believe, as well. And I'm trying to do a little bit of quick research on the brand, and it's created by Edison Chen, who's a Canadian Canadian-born Hong Kong actor, singer, rapper, fashion designer, and entrepreneur.
Okay.
So that's who that is.
Oasis did an Adidas collaboration that was really good. They did some soccer jerseys, some jackets, bucket hats, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just not online enough to see the drop happen. And I think I'm going to end up buying one of the jerseys secondhand because I just really want one.
And this is what now again? What is this? This is
Oasis and Adidas just did a collabo. Okay. Straight up.
Have you, speaking of trips abroad though, have you seen how much traction Italian weddings and European weddings are getting memed on social?
No.
This year?
Is it out of control?
You like, yeah.
Are people pro or anti?
Oh, very anti.
See, y'all gotta stop being anti. Okay. Like, just enjoy it. Like, just understand that while you're going over there, this is a forced trip that you should try to make happen.
Here's the thing. I get why they're getting laughed out of the building. And at the same time, if you invite me to your wedding in Italy, I will come.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
100%.
From Fake Rothko, one of my favorite like fashion. It's Fake Rothko, Pathetic Fashion, Nolita Dirtbag. You know, they're all doing nice work. But it's Crying Face meme. Please, girl, you have to come to my wedding in Lake Como this summer. We rented out Villa d'Este, but it will be really elegant and low key D-dub. We're also totally in love and definitely not marrying each other for superficial reasons like money and social status. Our registry is really affordable. There's definitely like a toaster on there for only $400. So you should be fine. Also, there will be a make your own spritz bar.
It's fair. It's fair. See, my brother-in-law and now my sister-in-law got married in Tuscany last summer, and they only invited family members. Like it was only immediate family, and so they didn't have to obligate their friends. But then I think there was some people in the immediate family being like, well, do we have to go to Italy if it's just going to be all of us? And I was like, stop complaining. I cannot wait to go do this. Actually, it's funny. I like that Villa d'Este got called out because I got the skateboard right here.
There you go.
This is the garden there. I got these made. I don't know if they're going to sell from Sunday Scaries or not, but if you like it, I would love to have an excuse to make more and sell them. This is part of a 3-board series. I don't know if you can see it. You tell me, Randy.
Yeah, I can zoom out a little bit if you want me to zoom out.
No, you're fine.
Get a wide shot, Randy.
You're fine.
Get a wide shot.
Look, we even got little scaries on the front.
I like that.
It's cool.
I like that. That's nice.
I was surprised by how many people responded to my Instagram story of this saying Villa d'Este. I didn't realize it was like that known of a hotel.
Must be. Yeah, because there's
another hotel that I think is more famous in Lake Como called the Grand Tremezzo. And Sally and I did one night at Villa d'Este, and then we did lunch at Tremezzo. I hated Tremezzo. I did not like it. I thought the vibes, like the look of it, were really cool. Actually, bring up a photo of it.
Okay. So to say it one more time.
Grand Hotel Tremezzo. And it felt like almost Disney World-ish to me. The way that they shuffled you places, told you couldn't sit there, couldn't do that, whatever. And I think a trademark of a good hotel is just letting you do whatever you want and making it your home. But it's like very Wes Anderson looking from the outside.
I was just about to say, this looks like the Grand Budapest.
But once we had lunch there, we both walked away from it and said, like, I'm really glad that we didn't stay here. I'm glad that we didn't have our splurge night be this place, because it was cool, and it was I took some pictures there, and the pictures are all really cool, but like it just wasn't the same. So I'm glad that Villa d'Este is getting their shine, because it was a really cool spot. It's also a little more tucked away and not as like trafficy.
But yes, Italian weddings specifically seem to be getting roasted online this summer.
Well, I don't have one in the pipeline this year. It's devastating.
That's exactly it. You beat it. You beat the onslaught of memes. You did it before it was ubiquitous.
If any of my friends are listening right now and you're not married yet, please just get married in Italy. Like, just do it. I will be there. I will love it. I'll go into debt if I have to. I'll go on that podcast where the guy roasts people for being in debt.
I love those clips. Those people are ridiculous.
They're so bad.
Caleb, I think his name is.
He looks so defeated while talking to these people. He's just like, "What are you doing?"
I've not seen this.
It's this guy, and he goes through these people's personal finances, and these people are in such debt for dumb things that it's like, stop. Like, you don't need to go there. I saw one the other day where this guy's going to Machu Picchu, and he's like, "It's a once in a lifetime opportunity." He's like, "No, it's not. Machu Picchu is going to be there. You can go numerous times if you handle your finances correctly in life."
This girl hired movers to help her move like a box of books down the stairs. And he was like, "What could you have done before?" She's like, I don't know. I guess I could have like asked the friend or something like that. He's like, "No, you could have just taken half the books and walked them yourself." Like, you didn't need to hire movers.
Yeah, you could just take book by book.
It was just, those are funny clips.
Those poor people. Don't put yourself in debt to go to an Italian wedding, though. That's a good point. You have to parlay it with something else to make it worth it.
For it to be worth going into debt over?
Yeah. 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 If you're going to go into debt for an Italian wedding, don't make it because of like what you're doing over there. Make it because of the fits that you want to get off and the Instagrams.
That's true.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Likes are priceless. That's what I always say.
They're absolutely priceless. Can I speak to our friends over at Shopify before we start talking Wimby?
Of course.
All right. When we started this podcast, it's just kind of on a whim. Wanted to try something new. Sold a hat through here. Done a couple things through here. But if you are buying anything from Retail Therapy or Sunday Scaries, just know that it's coming through a Shopify run website. It makes everything so easy. You can upload your products. You can manage all your orders right from there. Shipping, it's just so easy to integrate everything. I just shipped some orders right before we started recording today. About 6 of them took me about 5 minutes. But the easiest thing about them is just choosing a template, setting up the website. Even if you don't know anything about coding or you don't know anything about design, they make it very simple and straightforward to take a template, make it yours, and have a beautiful website that looks impressive, not just to you, but to people who visit. Go make it happen. It's essentially your own design studio. They got hundreds of ready to use templates, and they help you just build a beautiful store online and match your brand style. They even have a marketing team behind you. Like, you can talk to their customer service so easily, and they just handle stuff. I had an issue with my website the other day, and all I had to do was just hop in the online chat. They got it resolved, and suddenly I was getting paid out again. You have a little issue with your payouts, your bank account? No worries. Best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into bucks with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/scaries. Go to shopify.com/scaries. Again, shopify.com/scaries. Wimbledon. There are very few sporting events that I consider to be like Retail Therapy coded or Sunday Scaries coded. Some that come to mind would be like Tour de France. I think the Masters can get there. So relaxing to watch. You hear the fake birds chirping in the background. But when it comes to Wimbledon,
you mean because birds are fake?
Well, obviously birds are fake. Yeah,
right.
Duh.
Right.
But like, there's something about Wimbledon that is just perfect. The manicured green, lawns, the fits of all the celebrities walking in, the drinks, like it's just perfect. I think that the United States maybe takes their fake love of tennis too far during U.S. Open time, and I think real heads just really enjoy Wimbledon. You know,
so we got on to quite a bit of tennis talk last year, right about this time, but it was a few weeks or a month later. It was, I guess, August during the U.S. Open, which happens in New York City. Yeah. And we gassed up the U.S. Open. Obviously, we both would like, to be flown out and taken there and, just drowning in honeydeuces and sitting and rubbing elbows with celebrities. Please and thank you. But yes,
I can send an email on your behalf, Barrett.
This summer, I'm watching Wimbledon and I'm recalibrating which tennis tournament is king.
Oh, it's always going to be Wimbledon.
Because I think it's pretty clear after paying attention more closely this year that it's got to be Wimbledon.
It's not Australian Open.
No. Sad
I could make a case for the French Open.
You could. But that's where I'm going with this is that if I'm ranking the tournaments now, I think I might have US third. I think it's Wimbledon and French.
I don't disagree.
And I think there's something about not being on a hard court and having the very distinct surfaces that is just like very romantic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool.
And I'm now as I'm. This will be the at least the second, maybe the third podcast in a row that I brought up Gilded Age, and I'm doing it again here. But there's I'm Gilded Age season 2. There's a scene where they all go to Newport, Rhode Island for the summer, and there's a tennis tournament. And the tennis players, this is like 1882. The tennis players are wearing like ties. That's how fancy the getup is.
Yeah.
They're wearing like straw hats and ties. But the court is a grass court. And everybody's standing around and drinking and martinis and watching the tennis happen on a grass court. And that's obviously the surface that they play at Wimbledon. A lot of people are very dressed up. Rolex is a big sponsor. The Pimm's Cup is like the specialty drink. Princess Kate is the one handing out the trophies. Like, it's just all like,
it's cool.
It is very cool. It's very luxe. It's just it's on a different pitch than the US Open, which is a little bit more, it's just a little bit more like
American.
Yeah, American. Yeah, exactly.
Here's what we should do. I think we down talk the US Open to the point where they have to prove us wrong. They have no choice but to be like, all right, we got to send these guys out and wow them.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to give them, what the honeydew?
Honeydeuce.
Honeydews. That's it. Yeah. Like they got to get us like the $2,000 honeydews that I don't even know if it exists like that. But you know all those all these tournaments now have like, oh yeah, check out our $100,000 mint julep.
Did the Derby give us the Derby give us a $400?
No, they did not.
No,
they let us see the cup.
Oh,
but
yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry. Based on some people that I saw online this year that were receiving those really expensive things, I was just like, where was this for us while we were there? We got to go like touch a cup. We got to hold a bottle of bourbon.
Right.
But like, I'm seeing like no-name bachelor people holding on to these things and taking them home. And I'm sitting there like, no way.
Yeah.
Come on, hook the retail therapy boys up.
They did send a dog down the red carpet before us.
It's true. It's true. Hey, but we were on that red carpet though. They also got our names on the Getty site. That's okay. I still had fun.
Yeah.
I got a lot of DMs from people during yesterday's final. Who were you cheering for yesterday?
Oh, Alcaraz, big time. I can look. Sinner. One, he's not even really Italian. I don't know what's going on there, but like he's basically he's Austrian or German, and but because it's Europe, there's like all sorts of crazy, it all gets divvied up weird after World War I and World War II. So the part of Italy that he lives in, nobody even speaks Italian. So that's one. That's one thing. Two, he cheated. He did the drugs. He did the anabolic steroids.
Yeah, there was an independent counsel that said that he was
Do you know
cleared.
What his excuse is? Do you know what his story is?
Was it that his physical trainer did it on an open wound and it got in?
Yeah, it's that his physical trainer cut his finger treated it with anabolic steroids and then gave him like a massage, and that's why he tested positive.
It's a common cream in Italy. I don't know anything about it other than like the baseline information.
And no, so actually I gotta
I have to stand a redheaded king though. Like I want my sons to look at this guy and be like, redheads can play tennis too.
This is a text from a friend while the final was going on. Alcaraz looks like you asked AI to make the ideal male tennis player. Sinner looks like an accountant at Deloitte in Munich that does triathlons on the weekend and loves to talk about it. How am I supposed to root for this dude?
Yeah. If he showed up to a bachelor party and it'd be like, oh, okay, I've seen this guy before. I know his deal.
Yeah. So no, I had to go for my guy Alcaraz, but Sinner that forehand is incredible.
He was a dog yesterday.
He's very good.
Well, my DMs were quite flooded as two of our favorite Babygirls were just absolutely mogging yesterday
on him. Yeah,
I know they call London, the big fog.
Yeah,
but I think when Andrew Scott and Paul Mescal are hanging out, it's the big mog. Thank you, Randy.
You're welcome.
Baby girl gong.
Yeah, this was a little power duo right here. They both looked phenomenal. And I just couldn't have been happier to see them together, checking out the final.
Do you have an ID on Paul's tie here?
I don't, but I also haven't looked for it yet. So it's possible that I could suss it out.
I thought it was a Drake's Ame. Thank you, Randy. Collab tie, but when I started doing more research, I couldn't find it anywhere, and I gave up. But I know I've seen this tie somewhere before. Maybe it's Hermes. I don't know if he has a partnership with anybody that he would just be wearing exclusively for this. I like that they aren't matchy-match, even though they're hanging out together. I like the fact that these two are probably texting about their plans for Wimbledon, being like, oh, we should sit together. Let's go hang out.
Yes.
I do have a pair of sunglasses that kind of look like the ones that Paul is wearing here. Mm-hmm. And I just don't see myself wearing any other sunglasses the rest of the summer after this.
Yep.
Squared off.
I can tell that Paul's sunglasses are Jacques Marimage.
Mine are Crew.
And by the way, I love what both of these guys did fit-wise. Andrew Scott in the tan monochromatic, even the tie like matches is such a, it's a very like forward, very directional runway-esque look. And then Paul, this is amazing. Like the wide pinstripe on the navy suit with the classic tie is
big
just
old
like
collar on that shirt.
Yeah, it's really, really, it's super British. It looks amazing. This is we get so many questions, right? Listener questions about like all sorts of stuff about like what to wear to a wedding, how to spice up like a navy suit. Like what if we, this is like 101 right here.
It really is,
because this suit is beautiful and has like very modern wide lapels, a great texture, all that, and so it's special too. But the shirt and tie are very replicable, very easy to emulate and just pair with your classic navy suit that you've probably worn to half dozen weddings. But like this is such a nice little instruction book on how to kind of like jazz something up a little bit, I think.
Yeah. This only solidifies for me that pattern ties are just flying back in.
Yeah.
While we were out of town, I had talked to you about this before we left town, and where we were staying, they recommend a jacket for dinner. And so I was planning on getting something for dinner that I could wear and just using that as an excuse to buy something new for myself. My camera ended up breaking, so I needed to spend that money on a camera instead. And so I didn't get a new jacket. But when I was packing for it, I was packing a tie. And Sally looked at me and she goes, Will, you don't need a tie. And I looked at her and I said, you know what, Sally, I do need a tie. I do need a tie right now. Here's why. No one's doing ties anymore casually.
That's right. Yeah,
no one's growing up. If my dad was wearing a jacket, he was always going to be wearing a tie. And I just feel like we've kind of lost ourselves here. And I just want to bring back wearing a tie for no reason. It feels I have to say, it feels really good to fasten one on when you don't need to. It's a decision.
The tie is vintage Ferragamo.
Okay. Maybe I haven't seen it before. Maybe it just looks like something familiar.
Yeah, it is. And there are plenty of them to be had on eBay. They would appear. This was a popular print from Ferragamo. It's racehorses.
It's a great tie. I wish I would have seen this before Derby.
Yeah.
Like, $30?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing an Instacop right now.
There you go.
Are you kidding me?
Even easier to steal the look. Okay. So yes, I take your point. It's nobody does ties anymore, which makes it, something that feels like kind of like a fun swerve. If you go to Wimbledon, here's my question. Let's say you enter the lottery for Wimbledon, you get tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not being brought out there by a sponsor or a brand or something.
Okay.
You're just going and you're going on a trip. Are you going suit to go to Wimbledon?
Yeah.
You are?
Well,
okay. Because here's the thing.
If I'm lower bowl, yeah.
Okay. The celebs, most of them opt for tailoring. They go suits. A lot of them wear ties, not all. I'm going to pull up Leo here in a second. But it feels like almost like it's very celeb centric.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of people wearing suits that are not celebrities.
True.
And so that's my one thing. It's like if you go and you do the suit and you do the tie, are you kind of looking like you're just like dressing, like playing dress up a little bit, like you're trying to be a celebrity? Because you scan the crowd and almost nobody else is wearing the stuff like this. Like,
yeah,
you can. Plenty of people are just wearing straight up like t-shirts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I almost wish Wimbledon had a little bit of a stricter dress code, like where you at least had to wear like a collar.
They can't enforce that.
Why not?
You see the dudes, there was a group of dudes that showed up wearing full on Knicks. They went full kit wanker and were just wearing full on Knicks jerseys with Knicks shorts. They all had different like numbers on the back and stuff. Like you can't be doing that at Wimbledon. If you want to do it at the US Open, like do it.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, why didn't they do that at the US Open? There you go.
Bought Paul's tie. Had to do it.
Yeah.
I'm having an issue right now where the only tie I have is green.
Uh-huh.
The only tie I like right now is green.
Okay.
And I can't wear that with my green suit. It just doesn't work. And so it's time. I just did it. $30 out the 29.31 out the door.
Wow.
Thank you, Paul.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's vintage Ferragamo.
So yeah, that's my one hang up. It seems like it's a ripe opportunity to throw on a 6 suit.
But maybe you put on a 6 suit and hope that somebody thinks that you are a celebrity and they usher you somewhere.
Maybe so. Now here is I'm gonna toss up Leo here. So a couple things about Leonardo DiCaprio. One, he's wearing the new for 2025 Rolex Land Dweller. It's a stainless steel sport watch with like, it's not a Jubilee bracelet. It's like it harkens back to like a more vintage archival Rolex bracelet, if I'm not mistaken. Watch heads, don't come after me. I haven't read up on all of this. But it retails for...
I want the watch heads to come after you, actually.
We've got a lot of them and they know their shit. So this thing retails for like, I want to say right around $12,000. And to get it on the gray market, you got to fork over anywhere between 45 and 50.
No.
Right now.
No.
Which
I'm not willing to get mugged for that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend that much to have someone knife me.
So Leo's a brand ambassador. So obviously they put him in this thing for a reason. But here's my broader commentary on Leo. The guy owns his own image in a way that nobody else does. Like he's basically said, if I am not getting paid to be in an event, then you are not getting a picture of my face.
like at Bezos' wedding?
Yes. because that's basically how I expect to see Leonardo DiCaprio in pictures now that are like paparazzi shots, essentially.
Yeah.
Like he is going to pull some dumbass black hat down over his face with sunglasses. And
well, that's how he surprised Jonah Hill in that famous paparazzi photo.
That's right. And so I was kind of shocked to see him not in a hat at Wimbledon. And I guess it's because he was probably there basically on behalf of Rolex. But like the way that he controls that, the way that he is so reclusive to that degree, I don't know. It's just it's something, you know. You kind of have to respect it.
Maybe we hold Wimbledon in such a high regard because we do like the fashion aspect of it.
I mean, it's a huge part.
Did you read the WAG article on New York Times?
I had the WAG article pulled up. I did. Yeah. Congrats to Paige Lorenz and Tommy Paul, who just got engaged, by the way. I think today or yesterday. It was
I saw that.
Yeah, after he finished up playing in Wimbledon.
Well, I mean, Taylor Fritz's girlfriend, Morgan Riddle.
Yes.
She's always flexing on everything. Yeah, always.
She's stunting.
Yeah, I think she put out a vlog yesterday. Just like her team, or maybe it's just her. I don't know what's going on, but like the way that the tournament ended. And then 5 minutes later, she had a vlog up of like everything she did to prepare for everything. Like just mastery there.
Yeah.
Mastery.
It's compound interest. You know what I mean? Like once you're making a bunch of money, then you can hire the team and then your content is just churning on itself, you know?
It's hard for me because I'm like, do I cheer for the guy whose last name is Fritz, which is the name of my son? Or do I cheer for the redhead who's got the same composition as my son?
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
Like how does he not get sunburned on the court? So pale.
He's probably he's probably zinced up.
He had the sleeve on after his elbow injury.
He's got that mineral sunscreen going on. Yeah, he probably rubbed some creams on the elbow under that sleeve. If I had to guess.
She is always flexing on the sideline, like at all times, and I really appreciate that. You know, she took the opportunity and seized it.
Well, and she's a philanthropist too, according to the Times. This I believe this says that Miss Riddle, who has been watching Mr. Fritz at Wimbledon this week, tries to wear designs from local designers.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I guess Burberry counts as a local designer?
I guess. They've been doing a lot of Italian hotel stuff. Have you seen that?
I've not.
They've been doing just like activations randomly. They recently had a sailboat activation they did. They've been taking over pools and making like all the umbrellas and beach chairs and everything like that are just Burberry'd out, but not in the traditional print that you would normally think that they would do it in. It's honestly, it's just cooler. Yeah. Like I just think it's way cooler looking than what they could do and rest on their laurels there.
But yeah, this was the hypothesis here was that a WAG style emerges. I didn't get far enough in the article to figure out what that style.
I don't even think it's a style. Exactly I think it's just that they're flexing now.
Yeah,
you know, they're not just wearing whatever.
Yeah.
Like you didn't see Federer's wife, like, you know.
Correct. Right.
Going off.
Right. Yeah. They call it Reformation, who did a collection that leaned into this directly. It was designed for tennis spectators with the tagline, "Those who can't play, watch." It all comes back to challengers, man. You know, you got to get in there. You got to watch it.
I need to watch it.
I know we had a DM from, is it Kate? Is it listener Kate?
I don't know. I don't register names when I DM people.
She said that the men's final was very challengers coded. And I do kind of see what she was saying. Cause like in challengers, there's one guy who's like kind of sweaty and rakish and like, you know, just kind of exudes sex. And then the other dude is like, looks like he could be an accountant. Mm-hmm. So I did that. It had that going for it.
Tennis is hot right now. Like there's this new coffee table book that came out that's just a bunch of vibey tennis courts, and I think I have to buy it. I put this Goop link in here that's just the dreamiest tennis courts to play in your next trip around. I have, if you look at Randy and my DMs together, it's mostly me sending him AI generated. How would you describe it, Randy? It's like
fantasy.
Which fantasy pub would you get hammered at with your lads?
They'll ever, you know, sometimes there'll just be like a bathroom. It's like, which one would you like go to the bathroom? Which bed would you like to sleep in after a long adventure? Like stuff like that. Just AI fantasy.
I mean, Barrett, which tennis court do you want to go rally at?
Well, are these real or are they?
They're real.
They're real.
These are real. Yeah, the first one is that Grand Hotel Tremezzo that we just talked about.
Is that a clay court?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't know they had clay courts there, and I would have maybe sought that out for some film photos while I was there for lunch. I'm pretty pissed that I didn't think that through. They've got, I can't say any of these. They got one in Saint-Tropez.
I like this one right here. Where's this? This is
San Diego, baby. Let's go.
Rancho Valencia.
We can make that happen. That's very doable.
Is this? Oh, okay. No, I don't know where this is. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a hotel called Hotel Valencia in La Jolla that I almost stayed at, but this looks different.
We could go to the Singita Sasakawa.
Hillary Duff's a follower of Rancho Valencia. That's as much. I'm sold.
That's as much of an endorsement as I need. We can go to Tanzania.
Yeah. I quite like this one because, you know, you got options. You got clay or what looks like grass. I guess it could be hardcourt as well. But just a beautiful backdrop too, you know? Everything in San Diego is beautiful. It is. I would love to live in San Diego. I decided the other day that San Diego is my number one. That's where if I could live anywhere. That's where it's incredible. Yeah. Like I love everything about it.
I love the different areas of San Diego because you can find anything that fits your vibe. If you want to be a burned out surfer, you can go to Ocean Beach. If you want to do anything else, like it's just, there's so much to do there. Everything is beautiful. I just love it there.
Yeah.
It's a burrito city too. You know, your boy likes a burrito.
True.
I don't really eat that many burritos, but if I'm in San Diego, I will be getting a burrito at some point.
I have never had a real strong desire to be a country club guy.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that this is because I just simply don't play enough golf to make any type of investment worthwhile. But I've been thinking more and more about the desire because of tennis, because I would like to get back into tennis.
Join a tennis club.
Does that exist here?
I don't know.
I'd say that's the thing.
All the people that I know who play tennis in Austin play at country clubs that mainly feature golf.
Right.
I asked my father-in-law one time, he plays golf like no other. He plays all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked, why aren't you a member at a country club? And he gave me a great answer that now I can't really get over.
What is that?
He said, why would I want to go spend more money to play the same course over and over and over again when I could spend less money to go play different courses all the time?
Right.
And I was like, yeah. And you don't have young kids you need to worry about bringing them there and that benefit and everything like that.
That's a true king answer. But the status is the reason. Yeah. Status. Yeah. A place to hang and rub elbows and let your kids get in the pool and hang out with all the other parents.
Man,
and a place to go to show off your new land dweller that you paid $50,000 for because you couldn't wait for it to become available.
I remember during COVID, like I invited Will to play tennis at some just like neighborhood parks like multiple times. And he never did it.
You're not the only person in my life who claims that they invite me to play tennis. And it's just simply not that true. My brother-in-law is like, I invite you all the time. I went through our text one time. No, never one invite.
What is, I do think there is, the one I can think of, I think there's a place called Westwood Country Club that does not have golf. But I do think it has tennis.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm like buying Ferragamo vintage ties at like whenever, like I think I'm more interested in copying stuff than I am joining a country club at this point because I don't think I'll ever be able to afford
you just saved $220 by going vintage.
That is facts.
Instead of Drake's. Not to mention the good that you just did for the environment by shopping secondhand.
That's what I do. I'm like the Love Island cast. I buy all my vintage stuff on eBay.
So, you can. Are
you going to the Villa yet?
I'm not.
How are you avoiding it at this point, Barrett? This is tailor made for you.
Because I simply cannot do a show that airs every single night. I can't do it. I don't have time. I don't have that type of time.
I think Love Island USA people are soft. Oh, you got 30 some episodes? Talk to me when you're in UK, when you're doing 58 episodes, okay?
That's so many episodes.
Also, can you tell me what has happened with Love Island? Because Love Island US has never been more popular. It's all over my feed.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly.
Nobody can stop talking about it. Every outlet is covering it.
I can tell you exactly what happened.
And yet I've also heard that it's not that good of a season.
I quit USA probably 10 episodes in.
Okay.
I was also watching UK at the time, so my time was split. But I think there's numerous reasons that Love Island USA has gotten really popular this season specifically. I think they finally have a budget that, like, a lot of people started on Love Island UK. Yeah. And you can go watch Love Island Australia. Like, they have all the other ones too. But UK is really like the cultural phenomenon that really set it all off. And they clearly have had a bigger budget this entire time than any of the other ones.
Right.
Like Australia they cut corners all the time. USA, I think their first season or maybe second season were set in Las Vegas on a rooftop. And it just wasn't Love Island.
Okay.
Now they have a better villa. They have, no offense to Haley from Modern Family, but they have a better host now.
Okay.
It just feels more like the original product that drew people in. And so I think that like real Love Island.
Sarah Hyland is the host of.
She was.
Not anymore.
No. And I'm going to forget the name. Let me see. Love Island USA host.
Damn, did she get canned?
Ariana Madix. She did. Ariana's better. I'm sorry. I like her. I like Haley. Not enough to know her name, I guess. Sarah Hyland?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. You just said that. But I just think they've just made it more like UK. And I think that the people that liked UK are likely to watch it now. I mean, it's also pretty accessible. It's on Peacock.
Right.
You don't have to like do anything. and like meme culture has finally gotten a hold of it. And once you start seeing the memes and you start to feel behind, it just becomes a beast in and of its own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where can you watch Love Island UK?
Hulu. It's a few days delayed, but they upload the episodes all, I mean, in a regular cadence after it's delayed.
So an episode is basically coming out every single day on Hulu. It's just a few days after it airs in the UK.
But you're not actually watching every night because, you know, you don't need to watch Unseen Bits. You don't have to watch After Sun or whatever it's called. Like I only watch like the episodes where pieces are moving along.
Okay.
That being said, like I understand the gripes that people have for it being so time intensive, but like I also got addicted to it during COVID when we had that time. And it was like, well, we've been stuck in our apartment all day. Why don't we go to this brightly colored villa in whatever island and enjoy ourselves? And that's when I got addicted. And now it's just like more of like entertainment to me than anything. Mindless entertainment. I'll read during it. I will scroll my phone. Like you really only need to look up when shit's going down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So where would you start? If I said, okay, I'm finally going to pull trig. Finally going to take the plunge. Enter the villa. Where would I?
UK.
Most recent season?
No. You got to start either at season 3, which is where they really got good.
Okay. And what season where are they on now?
I think 12.
Okay.
Season 3 just had a great cast, like great bromances, great drama, good couples, everything. I was addicted to it. And then the other season that I think is widely regarded as being the GOAT was the season with Molly May and Tommy Fury, season 5 of UK. I think that's widely considered to be like the best season of UK that there is.
Say that one. Season what?
5.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
They had a lot of people get like a lot of the people from that season are like the most famous people in the Love Island universe. Like Maura Higgins is a very popular person from that season. She was a bombshell and she's regarded as the best bombshell of all time. She just went in and went at Tommy Fury and was just like, I'm taking you.
Is Tommy Fury the boxer? Or
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And he is now, but he's with Molly May. He cheated on her last year. They broke up for a bit. Everyone knew that they were going to take it back. She also had a reality show coming out around the time that he cheated. So, you know, there are questions there about the legitimacy of all this. It's a whole thing, but I don't get too caught up, but like seasons 3 and 5 for me were the absolute GOATs.
Okay.
Absolute GOATs. You want to talk $400 melons?
I think we should, because it's a good follow-up to our Hamptons chat.
What are we doing? Like last week we talked, or I guess 2 episodes ago, we talked about the $5,000 girls weekends in the Hamptons, which we actually agreed should be about $10,000. I want these queens to go off even harder.
Same.
And now we're talking melons. They got a $400 melon in the Hamptons. Are you copying?
Yeah, of course. Because a melon goes, what? I'm not going to eat the whole melon myself, am I? Or is it a tiny little thing?
I don't know. I mean, are you going to chop that thing up and make some cocktails with it?
I'm not going to make cocktails with it, but I'm probably going to, I'm going to cube it like like I do a watermelon.
I don't even like melon. Like the only melon I like is watermelon, and I don't even like watermelon that much.
I love watermelon. I love watermelon.
I'm allergic to melon outside of watermelon. Fun fact about me.
No honeydew for Randy?
Honeydew and cantaloupe. Can't do it anymore.
Well, this says, this summer, an arms race among gourmet groceries has emerged with with new specialty stores opening and longtime favorites expanding or adding new items, along with new higher prices to their shelves. Some of the big ticket items top even the Hamptons' much maligned $100 a pound lobster salad that debuted several years ago. A top competitor is a specialty muskmelon on offer at Farm and Forage. Imported from Japan, it is sprung from tenderly cared for vines. It sells for as much as $400. To the undiscerning eye, it looks identical to a regular grocery store cantaloupe. Here's the thing, Barrett. Can you imagine not knowing the difference between like, you know, a $6 cantaloupe and a $400 cantaloupe? Like, obviously, I know the difference.
Correct. Yeah. Well, they, you know, the melons, I believe, right? They're priced based on their webbing. You know, musk melons are priced according to scent and webbing, and I'm just paying attention to the scent and the webbing all day long. So therefore, I know when I'm encountering a $400 melon.
When a melon has a good webbing, there's just nothing better.
Yeah.
There's just nothing better. They should do a tie, like a silk tie with some good melon webbing on it.
Yeah.
So you catch Paul in that next time.
Do you know that a little tip when you're when you're shopping for watermelons. You're looking for a good light spot somewhere on it because you want it to have been touching the ground.
Okay.
And soaking up sun, and that spot is where it wouldn't have gotten any sun. So if it's all uniform, then it wasn't getting like enough sun. It wasn't sitting on the ground sunbathing, basically.
Okay.
So you need a good light, like one little round spot on it.
Okay.
And then you want it to feel heavy for its weight, for its size.
I didn't know you knew ball.
Yeah, I told you I'm a watermelon guy. You know?
Yeah, smack that thing too.
My sister, one time we were going to the grocery store and we were going to see my sister-in-law after. And we were like, hey, can we get you anything from the grocery store? We're heading there right now. And she goes, actually, yeah. Can you get me a watermelon? And I was just like, could you name a more inconvenient thing for me to pick up for you at the grocery store?
That's a top tier request.
I was going to get like some dips and some chips. And now I'm like lugging around this watermelon, like dropping it on the way to the car.
You guys are good Midwestern boys. Did y'all ever have anything around like the 4th of July or anything at your local fair, your local pool maybe, where they greased up a watermelon and tossed it in the pool?
No.
And then let all the kids go nuts after it?
I've seen it, but I've never done it.
If you were the one to pull it out, you got like some prize?
No. Did you guys?
That happened in the my little neighborhood down in Houston, Texas.
No.
Should we do a retail therapy one? Let's do it with a $400 melon. Yeah. Someone send us a $400 melon. We'll lube it up and we'll get in the pool. We'll wear our Speedos.
And your prize will be
only from the gay brands.
Your prize will be a $30 tie off eBay.
When I was going through the newsletter and typing in the questions, I was laughing out loud, just like, yeah, from the non-traditional gay brands. I'm like, I don't know if that's a thing. Well, I don't know if I can handle
everything else at these stores. By the way, Farm and Forage, Round Swamp Farm.
They sound bomb.
They sound amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
Bethany Frankel's out here taking bites at eggplant caponata, which quote makes her want to do naughty things in my own home.
What?
There's containers of curry chicken salad. Which
you can convince me. You can convince me to spend $17.50 on a curry chicken salad. Easily convince me to do that.
We're basically paying that at Swedish Hill already.
We probably are.
Mexican street corn, sprout salad, $22 chicken fingers with $15 chipotle mayonnaise dip.
Mayonnaise. I will say this: $30 for Mexican street corn sprout salad. I'm not doing $30 for that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, corn is inexpensive. We know that.
It's like that is those numbers are wild.
Yeah.
Sally makes street corn. It's like the cheapest thing she makes in our house right now.
God, listen to this stuff at Loaves and Fish's food store in Sacaponic.
I am so afraid to name anything.
They have that's the home of the $100 a pound lobster salad, but then you got perfect deviled eggs, glistening plum tarts. Here's where it gets good. Cappuccino Crunch cold brew coffee with homemade salted toffee. Sign me up.
How are you going to gloss over the halibut fish salad? I bet that slaps.
Yeah.
Come over to my place, Barrett. I'll serve you up some whitefish dip.
Yeah.
We can have a little vibe.
And then can we grease up a watermelon? Toss it in the pool?
Are you going to buy any of the jars of specialty veal baby food? I don't have a pool. We can do it in my son's splash pad if you want to.
There we go. Kiddie pool?
Yeah.
Sagaponack?
I don't know. I think that what really establishes if you're a coastal elite or not is if you know how to say those names.
New York names. Yeah.
I'll just talk about it right now. I'm currently reading Keith McNally, Balthazar Owner's book. I'm like 2/3 through it. Really well written book, really depressing in a lot of places, but it's really good. And he talks about when he bought his Martha's Vineyard house and like going through and he like biked all around the island and just all the names of places though. I'm like, yeah, I can't even begin to figure out how to say it. And it's one of those things where like, I don't want to ever say it out loud to anybody because they're going to be like, oh, this guy does not know ball at all. He might know melon.
Yeah, I bet he does. Sagaponic? That sounds right.
Yeah, it's Sagaponic.
Yeah. Sagaponic?
I wouldn't have come up with that though.
Okay.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
You need to read this book, Barrett.
I would like to. You've been talking about it, and I've heard some. it's like come up in my world in a couple of different places, people talking about it, and it sounds like I need to get on this.
It's extremely well written.
Okay.
Like extremely well written. He's a great writer. Just hearing the origin story of all these restaurants and hearing how, he kind of bumbles into all of his luck, I guess. Like he seems to be very self-deprecating and down on himself, but also knows that he's got some sauce.
Right.
But yeah, there's some really dark stuff in the book about his stroke, about his suicide attempt, about other stuff. And like, he's a flawed man, but it's very retail therapy coded. Something that I've really liked from it is the fact that he doesn't really care about being in the kitchen at these restaurants. He said that he's been in the kitchen at Balthazar like 20 times.
Okay.
Like he is more concerned with the actual ambiance, with the vibe of the restaurant. He cares more about the size of a 2-top table than he cares about anything. He wants people to have a nice meal close together and enjoy that.
Interesting.
And, but he really goes around and goes to markets or antique stores and everything like that to source everything for these restaurants. And it's like, I'm kind of like, you know what? I kind of love the idea of that. I don't want it's way more fun to take a quick trip somewhere to go check out some vintage things than it is to go on West Elm and just click buy and hope that they do white glove delivery. Yeah. It might be more inconvenient, but like it just seems a little more noble in the pursuit. But I highly recommend it. It's part of the Retail Therapy Book Club. Come join.
Well, this is just one of many articles now that look, it's gassing up the Hamptons and I would like to take a trip out there. But my question for you, I saw this reel. This was talking about Amalfi Coast, IG versus reality.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you generally see on Instagram, and then this is what it looks like when you're there.
Yeah. And
I had this experience last summer in Spain. I mean, just immense crowds, like the likes of which I'd never seen before. Is travel just cooked forever? Are any of these places ever going to die down? Like
no.
from the Hamptons to the Amalfi Coast, like wherever, like Palma de Mallorca, like wherever. Like, are there just too many people and too many travelers at this point?
Maybe.
And social media to cover it all.
Can I give you a really snooty solution for this?
The Hamptons is a different story, I think, because it's always been, no, it's not a different story. It's a famous luxury place that is now more crowded than it's ever been. So
in Keith McNally's book, he talks about how like when he moved to Martha's Vineyard, he bought his place that had a private beach for $500,000. And, obviously in 1970 something, that's not nothing. But, today I'm sure it's worth so much more. But, he talks about just like how it wasn't that kind of thing.
Right.
He chose Martha's Vineyard because it was more liberal than Nantucket was. And he liked the people coming off the ferry. He liked the look of those people more than he liked the people coming off the Nantucket ferry. And so like he decided to do that. And I just kind of found it interesting. And now it's just become it's become a lot of whatever it is. Friend of the pod, Tim Howard, hit me up after. He goes, "Come out, boys. I'll show you the way."
Okay.
I think we got to go join him. I think we have to.
I mean, yeah.
We show up with our kids and he's like, "I didn't mean this. This is not what I meant."
Sign me up.
Just feeding my 4-year-old like
$400 melon.
Yeah. $300 chicken salad. He's just like devouring it.
Do you think
throwing it on the ground?
You think if we brought Tim a $400 melon, that he would let us grease up a watermelon
in his pool? Maybe.
When did you?
I think he wins that battle. He's got the hands for it.
I mean, he was a professional soccer goalie. When did you go to? When did you travel? Like what month?
August.
Oh yeah. That's something I've recently learned. Just if you're American, do not do international travel in August. That's
correct.
when all the Europeans travel.
Yes.
I figured that when I was in Japan, there were so many people from Europe there too.
I mean, we went to Positano in September, and it didn't look totally like that, but it still was very, very busy. We weren't staying in Positano, so we weren't exposed to all the people. But my snooty response to this is you just got to White Lotus it. You got to cough up the money to stay at a nice hotel that you want to stay at the entire time, and like just take little tiny trips and choose your spots rather than like bop city to city and walk through them, which I know if you're traveling, depends on what you want.
Exactly. I agree with that premise. And I think I think it's good advice if you don't want to deal with crowds, especially.
Yeah.
But yeah, part of the allure 10, 15, 20 years ago was definitely that you got to be part of these little towns.
Correct.
And experience them more like a local. And that's impossible when the entire thing is when it's basically nothing but tourism.
Yeah.
That kind of goes away. So it's a hunt for places that are not as trafficked. And then
you got to just do more research. Don't do your research on Instagram. Do your research somewhere else.
Yeah.
Figure out a city. Like I had no clue. I think our friend Katie, who owns Lux and Nick's, who we've talked about before, we were telling her that we were driving from Tuscany to Lake Como for just so we could take a second part of our trip when we were over there. And she said, well, you should stop in Modena on the way there. And they have like the best meat and cheese. Yeah. We went there, we parked our car, walked the streets to the restaurant that we went to, which was a little tiny hole in the wall place.
Yeah.
Couldn't even call it a restaurant. It's essentially a stand.
Yeah.
And there was no one there, but it was charming. The sandwiches and glasses of wine were dirt cheap, and we got to sit right on the street and just enjoy ourselves. Yeah. And like, I would have never been like, oh, we need to go to Modena. Like, I don't know anything about that, but it was so much more approachable. The only time we were in Positano, we got out of the car that dropped us off at dinner, and it was like a swarm of people. And we both looked at each other like, I'm really glad we made the decision we made here. And it was our honeymoon, so we did have the bandwidth to splurge for like a nice hotel. But we ended up staying most of the time at the hotel and just soaking in the views and beach club because it just made more sense for us and what we wanted to do, which was relax.
Yeah. Randy, you're definitely right. August is probably the very worst month to go. June, July, also bad. May, September, not quite shoulder season, but I have heard slightly better. But then that's another thing is go before May or after September, and it'll thin out as well. But the weather is a little dicier. Yeah. So
if you got an itch to travel in August, just stay in the States. Do something here. You know?
Yeah. I concur.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't go to any of the Instagrammy places in Italy in August.
Yeah.
Just simply don't. That's the easiest solution. If you're going to do it, try to punt to September.
Go up to like Harbor Springs or something. You know?
No. Don't go there. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Enough people up there.
Yeah.
Getting enough love on Instagram.
I'm also not going to talk about where I want to go next August because I'm going to gatekeep it.
There's people like I got fucking Clay Travis talking about how great Northern Michigan is in the summertime. And I'm like, get out of there. We don't want you there. Go do your Fox News appearances from somewhere else, Clay.
Is he a Michigan man? I don't think so. He can't be.
No. He just had a tweet recently that was like, no one told me that Northern Michigan is the greatest place on earth. And I was like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. No, I do want tourists to go to Northern Michigan because so much of the economy runs on tourism. And while I was living there in my 20s, like it was during the time after the financial crisis and everything, and town was a little more depressing, honestly. Yeah. And so like, I do want people to go up there. I just don't want it to become overrun at any point because it's just going to bum me out. But luckily, Harbor Springs is much more difficult to get to than Traverse City and those kind of places. So I still think there's a buffer there for people. Oh, do we want to talk our next one or should we just hit some wish list items?
I think we hit wish list.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I can start us off here.
Yeah, please do. I need to pull up some links.
I need a new gym bag. Hopefully I get to go to...
said this to me because now I'm taken.
Hopefully I get to go to the gym at some point again. I had my eye on this one. I narrowed it down. I decided I really liked this 3-in-1 gym duffel bag, 30 liter size from Lululemon. But when I decided on this one, they had a really, really nice, like kind of like foresty green color, which appears to have sold out. And I guess I could do the black, but I'd kind of like something a little more fun. I like the kind of ash gray, but I feel like it would pick up dirt and grime really easily. But this is my wish list entry. I would get the black one, and I think it looks really sharp. I think it's got great features, and
you can't do the black one.
I can.
If I learned anything about black bags, it's that it just makes it impossible to find anything in there. As somebody who purchased a black baby bag, and it was true. Like, "Where's the top of this bottle?" Oh, cool! It's at the very bottom where I can't see it. Total black hole.
What are the 3 for this one?
What's the 3-in-1?
Yes.
Nobody knows. There's no way to look it up either. I don't know, Randy. I don't know why they call it the 3-in-1. Maybe there's
probably a strap.
I think it's about how you can carry it. Yeah. I think there's a strap to make it shoulder, or you can carry it like a duffel, or I don't know.
Or you can use the strap for your yoga.
For your yoga,
like.
maybe that for your yoga mat, maybe that's it. I don't know. But this is the best looking one that I found. I needed the shoe compartment and the wet clothes compartment and the ability to switch back and forth between shoulder and no shoulder. So this is where I landed. I'll be keeping my eyes out for maybe a seasonal color drop in this come August or September. How about that?
I'm going to put a gym bag on here just for fun. I'm putting a very retail therapy coated one that is on brand with what we've talked about today.
Okay.
When Sally and I stayed our night at Villa d'Este, when we were leaving, I said, "Oh, I wonder if they have a gift shop. I would like to get a hat from here before we leave." And I walked into the gift shop and I immediately was like, I can't afford a single thing in here. Everything is so outrageously expensive. And I went back and I was like, I wonder if they have cool stuff. And I saw this recently and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. It's like, it looks to me like a Wall Street banker bag with just a baller logo embroidered on the side. Yeah. It's got the shoe thing in there. It's 350 euros.
This is crazy priced.
Crazy priced. It's 350 euros. And like they don't ship to the United States. So I was like, oh, thank God they don't ship to the United States. I could see myself getting hammered on Aperol spritzes and being like, I'm buying the gym bag. It's happening. The blue color is cool, but the red pops for me, man. Yeah. It just, I don't know what it is about the red, but I think I'm just going to figure out a way to make my own.
There's very little details on this bag. That's part of the, it's probably much nicer than I'm giving it credit for.
Yeah. They have bags on this website that are just pretty cool. Here, let me drop another one in here for you. There was another one that is like even more expensive that I was like, oh man, if I was like rich as fuck, I would absolutely buy this. But let me see. No, that's not it. Damn it, Barrett. I'm botching this. They need a view all button. Okay. Websites that don't have view all buttons need to stop.
Okay, but check this out. Hang on. I'm getting right. If we zoom in here,
enhance.
What does that say? What does that say?
MYS something bags.
Okay.
It's my something hags.
You think that's hags, not bags? It's got to be bags.
It's not hags.
I don't know. It looks like more like an H to me than it makes sense.
Huh. I just want to know more about the bag. Like,
now do you see why I didn't get a souvenir from there?
Yeah. That's and that's in euros, dog. So that's like $400.
Yeah, you're probably paying a bunch of money.
Yeah,
I can't afford that. They must have taken off the other bag that I was thinking about because they had another cool one that was like more leathery or suede, and I was like, yeah, I'm in.
Well, we've probably got some listeners that are headed to come for a wedding this summer. So
yeah, pick me up one.
Check out the bag and send us some photos of it.
My Venmo's not working. Sorry, can't hit you back.
We're doing gym bags. So that's what we got this week.
This is one of those situations where I will not be buying my wish list item.
Well, it's a good ad nonetheless.
Yeah. All right, guys. Should we get out of here?
Yeah, I can't wait for you to get your vintage Ferragamo tie-in. You should just wear it on the podcast next week.
Collar or no collar, I'll be wearing it. All right, see you guys later.
Bye.